You ready to go?
I'm ready.
All right. We got Electra Soul with us right now. The Limitless Electra Soul 444 on everything, not 44444 or 444 underscore, because there's a lot of imitators. Have they slowed down or are they still going crazy? All the imitators.
Thankfully, they've slowed down in the best way because I was so over having a billion and one different DMs of people telling me I got scammed or I got
Yeah,
bro.
it was a
Listen,
lot. I was
artists
getting a
is
lot. I
part.
was getting followed by so many
I
Electra
know,
imitators.
I know.
People got scammed by them. Like people gave them money.
Some did. They would tell me they were like,
No.
"Oh my God, I paid for a reading." I was like, "Please don't ever pay for a reading. I will never go to you and ask you for a reading ever. Like I promise you." Isn't that
No
crazy? Like so
way.
fucked up, bro. They're getting such bad
Damn.
karma. I promise you that.
Wow. I wonder
Whatever.
how much they paid for the reading.
Probably not a lot, I feel. I hope not. Well, I intend not, but
Yeah,
I mean the fact
usually the psychic doesn't go to you.
ever. That's like
That's
weird, I
that's
feel.
not a thing. So
That's not a
beware out there. Beware. Electra will not come to you. You got to go to her and you got to go to the
right.
proper channels through the website. Okay. What's
Exactly.
the website? Tell everybody the website.
Electrasoul.co. That's it. Just electrasoul.co. And as easy as that, you just look it up and there's all of the services, readings, everything that y'all want and need right there. That's it. Very
Boom.
simple.
Boom. There you go. What do you think
Or
about
like
Labubu? Some people think it's lame. Some people think it's awesome. What do you think about him?
I actually have no opinion on them because I only have one opinion, only because I know these children, like a 10-year-old or 11-year-old and an 8-year-old that told me that they love them. And that's the only thing I know. I've seen them, like I know how they look and whatever. I heard that they're really popular now or whatever. I don't know really much anything, but I feel like it's definitely, I don't know. I feel like they're like collector's items, but
Yeah.
in terms of the demonic thing, can you tell me what people have been saying?
So for those that don't know, Labubus are these mystery toys. They're kind of big. I've seen a lot of mystery toys in my day from a lot of my friends that like them. Shout out to Cemetery Girl, she loves them, and they're usually like little blind box ones. But these are like bigger. They're like 10 inches, and they're like people hang them on their purses a lot, and they're these little monsters with like cute faces and they popped off because I think Kylie Jenner and them were putting on. If you're gonna put something on your purse, you gotta put something that's like it's like massive. It's like ridiculous. It looks stupid. I think they're
Right.
cute, but it looks stupid to hang them on your purse, whatever.
I
So
know it's too
so
big.
these are all the rage. I mean, people are breaking other people's windows for them in their car. If people got their Labubu on the dash, people are getting their windows broken. There's a bunch of like what do you call it? Like resellers and stuff. There's massive lines, people getting into fights over them because the market is so big, especially because it's a mystery item, right? Like you really have to buy a bunch of them to make sure that you might get the one you want, or it's just a hot mess in the streets with Labubu right now. People are
Okay.
going crazy. They're even selling cases for them now where you could buy like a clear Labubu case. It's so ridiculous. Like, listen, if you like them, shout out to you, but I think the resellers are really making this. That's one aspect of this that's making it really bad, is that the resellers are out there causing a ruckus, and it's just another fad basically. It's just another craze, like the Stanleys and like Ray Dunn was with what do you call it? Home Goods and shit. People brawling in the middle of Home Goods for Ray Dunn cups. It's just another fad, but people are claiming that these little monstrous toys are demonic. They are saying all over TikTok that these are based off of the demon Pazuzu. Okay. Now, on what grounds? With what evidence? Let me tell you, fucking zero. Literally zero. The only thing I think that they're trying to say is that it sounds similar. Labubu, Pazuzu. But just
Okay.
because something sounds similar, does that mean it is similar? No. It doesn't even have like any of the same fucking letters in the word. Almost,
Right.
right? Like
Does it look alike to the thing
it
to
looks like
that?
a toy. I mean, it just looks like a little monster. And the guy that created them said he got his idea from folklore. So he didn't say like, "Oh, I got it." It's not even supposed to be a demon. I don't think it's just like a monster. So people are just totally running with this idea that it's based off of this demon when there's literally zero correlation at all in appearance. First of all, you don't know what the demon looks like. Let's get
Okay,
this
that's
straight.
what I was asking. If
Let's
it's like
get this straight right here. They're putting up pictures of the Pazuzu. You don't even know what Pazuzu looks like, bro. Because if you did, you wouldn't even be here. I'll tell you that right now. Nobody actually knows what Pazuzu looks like. So how are you saying that it looks like it? It makes zero sense. They're just saying it because it sounds like it, and I guess one person set it off, and then everybody's like, "Oh my god!" You know, like one of my favorite types of people are the people that watch the Super Bowl halftime show, literally any music video, and they go, "Oh my god, did you see in the back there was a shadow? Beyonce's video is completely demonic," or like, "Oh, I just saw this show. It was just demonic energy everywhere." That is the case in some things, but like. You know, there's a type of person that where everything to them is demonic.
Yeah, not everything is, but a good amount of things are for sure. But like you said, not everything is.
I believe
you
that.
have to be able to discern between like the difference.
Exactly. I've seen things that I go, that is definitely demonic. But one thing I do not believe is that Labubu is demonic. Like there's literally zero correlation. There's zero evidence. There's nothing.
I don't feel like it's demonic. I feel like the way people act is demonic in the sense that they are feeding to their ego so much that they feel the need to go out of their way to hurt other things, people, houses, and stuff like that to get a hold of an item. Like, I think that's ridiculous, the concept within itself. Obviously, it's not healthy. So it's definitely something up with the people. Because I feel like things like that tend to arise with like obsession over a certain thing, like over an idea, over a need that they feel, over certain like celebrities. People think that they have to defend people they don't know with their whole life. And I feel like that energy to me is definitely demonic in the sense that it's very egotistical, but inherently demonic, that's a different energy. Like when it's actually demonic, that's like different than you being super egotistical. I mean, it goes hand in hand, but you know what I mean. There is a difference between the intention, I feel.
It's just greed. Human greed is what you're talking
greed,
about.
exactly.
It's
Literally,
just human greed. And like, listen, if you love Labubu, that's great. Like, spend all your money on it if you want. That don't fucking bother me, but I wouldn't be breaking windows or fighting people over it. So this goes a little deeper now, right? So that was all the rage. You know, you see every TikToker with the same music, that dun, 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 and they have like the picture in the back. This Labubu is demonic because I don't know anything about it, but it's definitely demonic. But the other thing is that people are reporting, and I had to see this for myself. There are at least 3 or 4 people on TikTok that are claiming that the Labubu has brought demonic energy into their lives and is haunting them. There was one girl that says she fell asleep and she woke up with a scratch on her neck after she bought her Labubu. I mean, like, okay, how old are we? We've never got a mysterious scratch one time.
It depends. I will say you're so funny. You're right, though. It does depend, I think. I think it depends. I feel like if they went to sleep and they were like looking for something, okay. But in other cases, I've seen things happen. Well, no, it really depends. It depends on how they were thinking. Like, I feel like all this shit's subjective. Like, they have to say how they were feeling before, if they were expecting it, if they weren't, were they looking for it, or was it actually like, holy shit, why do I have this huge scratch on my arm? You know what I'm saying?
It wasn't even huge, just like a little thing on her neck. Like, come on, bro. Like, listen.
Okay, you saw it?
Yeah, I saw it. I'll show you. I'll show you. I'll show you. I mean, listen, I'm the first one to believe anything like that. I'm the first one to like, I'm the first one to buy into like, oh, really? But it's like, if you would have told me, okay, I bought this doll if you would have told me I bought this doll from a garage sale, right? And then I brought it home and creepy things were happening, I would believe that because that is a specific instance of a specific doll. Yes. That that had a life of its own before it got to you. And there might have been some kind of spirit bound to it somehow, like with Annabelle or with any of these dolls. They had a life. You don't just break a doll out of the package and it starts haunting you. It's just ridiculous to me. Unless it's like fucking like in Chucky where the dude went in and put his soul into it. But you think the guy did it to every Labubu ever made? No, bro. So she came out with that wacky shit, and then this other girl. I couldn't even finish the video. It was like 5 minutes, and she was like, "Oh man, like I got my Labubu, and like as soon as I got it, my life went to hell. Like my car was getting messed up, and like it was so boring that I just shut. Like I couldn't even finish it. I'm like, all right, so you got the Labubu, and then your car
Right.
stopped working. Wow, like I just
Right.
don't believe it because I feel like there's no connection to anything. That's
I
what
know
I'm
what you
saying.
mean. I know what you mean.
It's like
It
if I
could be
bought a
like
bunch of fucking
superstition.
Sharpies. It's literally just plastic at this point. There's
Right.
nothing attached to it. I
Right.
personally don't think. I could be proven wrong. I might buy one tomorrow and my fucking house goes upside down, but I don't think it will.
Right.
I don't
Okay. Yeah. I feel like it's definitely like a superstition thing. You know, if you believe in the worst, they may honestly very much may have low key unintentionally manifested it in the way that maybe they were expecting low key bad shit to happen. It entirely depends on the person. But yeah, I know what you're saying. Like, you're so funny the way you explain these stories. Like, I'm hella
there was
funny.
another one where the little girl came in and she's like, "Oh, my Labubu's eyes turned green when I was cleaning my room." And I'm like, "All right, she's like 8. All right, so let's just I mean, not that she can't
Step it
see,
up.
not that I'm not gonna believe an 8-year-old if she says something's haunted, but it just don't. This one just don't make sense to me. This
Okay.
one
I
don't
get
make. I've come on here and I believe like most of the shit that I tell about the paranormal stuff. I'm always the one backing it up. I don't
Yeah,
know.
you
You tell
are.
me. You tell me. I'm not a skeptic like that, but this don't sound right to me.
Okay. It's definitely your intuition kicking in then. It's probably your Pisces moon, honestly.
Because there's no link to anything. It's just
Yeah.
a creepy, not even creepy looking doll that rhymes with a demon name that you don't even know if it's real. By the way, you don't even like. Did any of you guys summon Pazuzu and have a convo with him about this? No. So like, how the fuck do you know that?
I feel like I just saw all three of your sun, moon, and Mercury go into play right now. The Pisces was the intuition. The Capricorn was the logics. How does this make sense? And then your Aquarius Mercury said convo, like the cut down of what is it called? Like internet slang and shit. That's
Yeah.
really
What's the third? What's the Aquarius one about? I don't remember that
Aquarius
one.
Mercury. I'm saying like innovative slang. You said
Oh.
convo. I wouldn't have said that. Would have been like, did he have a conversation with him? Like,
Oh
nah.
yeah, combo's old, man. Combo's
Feel like
old.
convo, bro. Nah, it's real shit. I say that all the time.
So listen, we may buy a Labubu and that shit my windows might break that day. I don't know. I'm not saying it's, but it just don't make sense. It don't make sense.
Fuck that.
Speaking of demonic things, though, we watched the hot new movie, which I don't know why I say hot because like literally nobody's talking about it at all. The Ritual with Al Pacino, and this movie is actually based off of, from what I can gather from what the movie says, one of the most well documented possession of all time. That's what it said in the
I
beginning.
did research after watching.
You did?
Yeah.
Great. All right, we'll get into that. It's Emma Schmidt, right? That's her name?
Emily Schmidt.
Yeah, Emily
Great.
Schmidt. Yeah, so that's the woman. This is apparently a real haunting, a real possession, excuse me, that happened where she was possessed for many years and she exhausted all her efforts and she goes to this priest and they do an exorcism on her. So that's what the movie's based off of. But in the actual movie, it follows this priest and I don't know his name's Joe, Jim, Bob, Greg. I don't fucking know. He's lame. So it follows this priest. And
Okay.
you'll hear more about him in a second why he's super lame. So he's there, and then his boss comes in, who I'm assuming is the bishop, and he's like, "I want you to do this I want you to host this exorcism. This exorcist is gonna come, and he's gonna do the exorcism here. All you have to do is host it and take notes. And people remember this because it will come to play in just a second, right?" All he does. So Al Pacino comes. Al Pacino is the exorcist. They bring Emily, and the exorcism commences. So let me get your thoughts on this movie before I go crazy.
Okay. So I look you want you to go crazy, but can you just say what you feel first, please? I want to hear what you have to say.
You want to know what I think about it?
Yes, I do.
All
Tell
right.
me.
All right. Well, the first thing was the dude is fucking annoying. Okay.
Okay.
The whole movie from the beginning, they slapped the paper down, and his boss, right, the bishop of the church, I'm assuming, is like, you're gonna do this exorcism. You're gonna host it. That's it. You just let him in and let him do it. And he's like, oh man, I don't know. Like the guy's showing him extensive psychological research they did on this woman from psychologists, doctors. This girl ran the gamut for years with evidence that none of this is psychological or physical or anything, right? That's what they're basing this off of, because
they thought it was, or they didn't know if it was.
Yeah, well, when a church does a real exorcism, right? They have to get approval for all that. So
Yeah,
I'm assuming one of the things they do is they run these tests, like, is this psychological? Are they schizophrenic? Are they bipolar? Are they blah 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 blah? Right? Before we go in and we start doing an exorcism on this person, I don't know. Let's find out if they're schizophrenic. Let's just see, right? Let's not waste our efforts, right? So they did all this research. Guy slaps a fucking folder on the guy's table. Oh, I don't know, man. Like, I know you just gave me like 1,000 documents here, but there's nothing else that they could do. He's like, there's no treatment that they can do. And I'm like, hey, Dick, there's nothing. She's not diagnosed with anything. So how are they going to treat her for anything? She's not diagnosed with anything. So how? He's like, there's got to be some kind of treatment. And I'm like, for what? She's not. She has nothing on paper that's wrong with her. That's the point of this, is that she's bugging out and there's nothing wrong with her. They can't figure this out. They're confounded. So he's like, oh, yeah, like, I don't know. And the guy's like, listen, you're fucking doing it. All right. He's like, it's done. You're going to do it. And he's like, all right. So then Al Pacino comes in, who's 30 years older, been in the business way longer. And then fucking Greg or Pat or Paul, whatever his name is, starts telling Al Pacino what the fuck he's going to do. Al Pacino comes in and he's like, all right, what we're going to do is we're going to strap her down and we're going to do a couple rituals, right? And then like, oh, did you feed her? So she's like, oh, she didn't eat. And then Al Pacino goes, oh, did you bless the food? And then Greg goes, don't bless it. Don't even bless it. I'm like, what the fuck? Why would you do that? That was rude as fuck. Like, first of all, what is it to you? Like, how is it hurting you that the food is being blessed, bro?
Yeah, what?
Like he was going out of his way to be a douche. He was like, in front of everybody, don't even bless it. I was like, wow, bro. Like, first of all, like, you're stepping on this dude's toes. This dude is way above the food chain on you. And he just said, can you bless the food? And he's like, don't even do it. Like 2 seconds later, not even, he didn't pull a recite. Don't even do it. I was like, wow.
That was okay. Yeah.
I was like, wow.
Type
so
shit.
Then like 30 minutes later, Greg goes into the church where Al Pacino's staying. He's getting ready for the exorcism, right? And he's like, oh, you got everything you need, bro. And Al Pacino's like, yeah, man. And then fucking Paul goes, hey, yeah, I think we shouldn't strap her down. And Al Pacino's like, why? He's like, I just don't think it's a good idea. And he's like, he's like, hey, I've been doing this for 40 years. I think it's a great idea that we do that. I've literally done 1 million of these. I think we should do that. And he's like, nah, don't even bother. Don't even do it. And Al Pacino's like, okay. He's like, okay, fine. So they do the first ritual. And what I like about this movie is pretty slow escalation. It wasn't just like right off the bat, she's like throwing stuff around the room and she's like, her head is spinning around. They do the first ritual. They throw the holy water on. She's not liking it, but it didn't go crazy. So then the ritual number 2 comes, right? And she starts bugging out. She gets out of the chair, licks the dude's arm, and then rips a piece of the nun's scalp out of her head. Not just her hair, her scalp out of her head, right? So she starts bugging out. So then the priest goes to Al Pacino after that and goes, that cannot happen again. How did that even happen? Like, what the hell was that? And Al Pacino's like, I told you she needed to be strapped down, bro. Like, what did not compute with you that I know what I'm talking about. I can't believe that happened. That was bullshit. How could you let that happen? Like, my nun just got hurt. And he's like, I don't know. Maybe we could have strapped her down. Like I said, possibly, maybe you could have thought about it. So he pretty much did it the whole movie. This guy did this the whole movie. My favorite was Ritual 5, bro. This is when it went off the rails. Off the rails. Ritual number 5. She's freaking out. Okay, she has a seizure.
Right?
The bed comes down and collapses underneath her
Up, yeah.
inexplicably. Right? Inexplicably, the bed collapses on the nun's hand, breaks her fucking hand. All this crazy shit, right? And the whole time, Al Pacino's doing his job. He's like,
Right.
Father, Son, Holy Spirit, we need to get this demon out of here. And Greg is in the background like, I don't know if we should, I don't know what's going on with that. Like, why are we doing it this way? And, I think she's having a seat. I don't think that's demonic. I think, like, the whole time. And the guy's being professional, like, Father, Son, Holy Spirit, blah, blah, blah. And Greg's like, I don't know. Like, like, what's going on? Like, why are you doing it that way? Like, why are you doing it? And I'm just like, bro, what the hell? Like, he's basically doubting it the whole time. He's like,
Right.
that's not demonic.
Right.
That's not demonic.
Even though he's witnessing it right in front of his face.
Like, the cross gets put on her head and it burns on her head. And that doesn't do anything for him. The bed collapses for no reason. Nothing. She like coughs up some, like liquid, right? Like an organ or some shit.
Yeah, something like that. It was some other shit, bro.
So then this is my favorite part.
Okay,
So
tell me your
then
favorite
they
part.
go out of the room, right? And Al Pacino finally had enough. I was waiting for this.
Fuck this.
I was waiting for this. So then Priest Rob is like, oh, that was bullshit. Like, this is not demonic. Like, this is a bunch of he keeps saying we need to get her tested. We need to get her tested. And I'm like, did you not see the papers that you got 2 days ago with all the tests, with a litany of tests? So he's like, oh, we can't be doing this. Like, we're killing her. Like, this is bullshit. And Al Pacino tells him, do you not have eyes? And then the guy goes, oh, what? Like, yo, you're being disrespectful right now. Like, how could you say that? And Al Pacino's like, no. He finally just starts spazzing on him. He's like, no, bro, like, you're bugging. This is demonic. Like, are you fucking dumb? Like,
now you're retarded.
like, how are you not seeing all the stuff that's going on right now, bro? So then I forgot what he says. He says some other bullshit to Al Pacino, and then Al Pacino finally goes, you were just here to take notes, right? And I was like, oh, there we fucking go.
Shots fired.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I want to hear. So then they do the exorcism. It finally, I'm not going to divulge like how it how it finished if you want to see that, because I thought aside from that, this was a very good movie. Aside from all that,
right.
the woman who played Emily did a phenomenal job. I think that was one of the best like possessions I've seen. It wasn't cheesy. It wasn't corny. It felt very.
It was very good. It was a very good movie in my opinion. After doing research, I feel like everything clicked way more.
You think so? Okay, we'll get to research after we're done with the movie. I want to know about it because I was gonna look it up, but I didn't. I know I've heard about it before. That I've heard the name, and I've looked it up like years ago.
Bro. Of course, Al Pacino would be in it.
Yeah. Do you know who that? Like, I know you're a little younger than me. Do you watch any of his movies?
Yeah, I like him.
Okay.
I think he's a great actor.
What's your favorite Al Pacino
his
movie?
vibe I like, but I feel like he has his fair share. I don't know him personally, obviously, but I feel like he's a decent person.
Do you have a favorite movie of his?
I do love the Godfather series. I think it's really good.
Nice.
I'm watching Insomnia right now.
Is he in that? He's in Insomnia?
I'm watching Insomnia right now.
Okay.
That shit's stressing me out, bro.
Yeah?
Like, I can't. Stressing me out, like dead ass.
Damn, I never seen it. I got to check that out. Yeah, I like him. I grew up on Scarface. I grew up on Scarface.
You'll get it. So. If you're an insomniac, you'll understand.
Oh, perfect. Absolutely perfect. Yeah, I loved him in Scarface and a bunch of other shit.
Yeah, Scarface. I watched that. All that.
Best movie. So he did great too. He was great, and the girl who played Emily was great. It was like very realistic, if that makes sense, where it didn't look cheesy. It didn't look like this is a big blockbuster Hollywood, movie where she's overacting and like she's floating all over the place. Like it was very grounded in a way,
Right.
Where like a lot of the ending of the possession movies, it's just mayhem and it's like a lot of special effects and like it looks like the end of an Avengers movie. But this was not like that at all.
Yeah, it wasn't at all.
No, she ended up doing some things, but it looked real. Like it felt grounded. So other than this guy doing all that wacky stuff, Al Pacino was awesome. The woman was awesome, and I did like this one particular scene that I don't know if I've seen in many other possession movies. Okay, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but there was one small scene of Emily by herself in the room where she's gonna drink the water, and you can see that she's conflicted, that she's fighting the demon in her head. And also throughout the movie, there were a lot of times where she was not possessed. And Al Pacino would take her to the garden or take her to like touch one of the the saint statues and stuff. So you got to, it humanized her in a way where I feel like a lot of possession movies, once they click to possess, it's like they're a monster.
Demon and forget it.
They're a monster. Yes. But I felt like there was a lot of scenes where like, oh, this is still a human being. And this is like a person that's conflicted and fighting. Even when she came in, when they brought her in, she just looked scared. It wasn't like she wasn't like.
So yeah, like when it comes to having or actually being possessed actually in real life, it's not as dramatic as most of the movies try to make it seem like, as you stated earlier, where it seems more Hollywood based for cinematic experience or to give people that feel. But in actuality, when people are possessed, yes, they do have very strange, the way that Emily was portraying herself while she was under the possession in terms of the spirits taking over. It's literally like that. It's like a battle between yourself and a spirit that is actually within you. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like you can't have normal thoughts or you can't do normal things or you can't just be a bit normal. You will have your moments, but the possession, like that energy of being possessed, will usually always take over because the entity is not gone. So you cannot live like a normal life if you're possessed, because that spirit will be doing everything it can to have as much power over you as possible. And the more power it has over you is the more that spirit will show up. So in the movie, she was fighting with that, which was her own conscious decision to do that. That's like a choice that you make. You have to be strong enough to be willing to like fight for your life, basically, because the overall thing is that it doesn't want you to be alive. It wants your life. Like, it's not saying that it wants to do what you do. It's not going to want to do what you do. Of course, that's your life. It just wants a host, which would be your body, So that's basically like the rundown of that.
Yeah. It's pretty crazy. I thought that was cool that the way they played it.
I agree. It was very normal compared to other things, I feel.
Yeah. I like that they showed moments of her by herself, because I feel like a lot of possession movies, when every time you see the possessed person, it's kind of through the POV or with the priest or with whoever is working with them, but never on their own, never just like by themselves struggling with being possessed. Like I said,
good point.
They always just kind of portray them as this monster as soon as they make the switch. And then once they come back, they're like, oh, it's mom again, or it's this person again. But you never see them kind of flip flop and, just that human side of them while it's going on. That's how I feel. That's what I thought when I watched it, at least.
Yeah.
So what did you think about this?
The movie?
Yeah.
I thought it was very realistic in that sense, like you were stating, probably more realistic than other things. I know I've said that before with other movies, but this one was, like you said, from a more day-to-day basis. It was more exactly like how it pretty much is for a person, but it's of course different for everyone, especially at the times that this was happening, which I believe was the
1928.
Yeah, it was the 1920s, exactly. So especially during that time when things were so, it's very subjective, like you were stating that they had to figure out if this person was actually mentally ill or not and all that stuff. I feel like what that other person, the second priest or the pastor that was going through certain things, making decisions, when I did my research, I saw that he had gone through a lot of really traumatic experiences, I believe, with his belief system. So he had trouble, basically, I honestly think he had trouble actually believing that something that evil could actually exist. That's what I feel, at least intuitively. Like I feel like he was too shocked to believe that someone could have such a thing within them that it's making them behave this way. And I also feel like obviously it was like spirits messing with him as well, that were trying to discourage him from proceeding. Obviously, Al, the pastor, the priest who played Al, knew better, or the priest who is Al,
Yeah,
he
the
knows better
exorcist,
than
yeah.
this guy who just like hopped onto the scene. And obviously, like everything that he was stating, he knew what was and what wasn't. I think that it just more, I feel like he honestly was probably more baffled, like bewildered by this guy's opinions of what he should or shouldn't do. Because I feel like no one would have opposed that. Would have opposed his ideas. I mean, I don't think anyone would have said, don't shop her or don't do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everyone would be like, no, do it. Like, please do more of it, if anything. So I feel like for him, it was kind of like, oh shoot, this is like really different. This kind of weird. But I definitely feel like at the end of everything, the fact that I feel like the fact that they were both able to overcome whatever it was that they were going through, that I feel like it was just telling of their characters, honestly. Like with the second pastor or priest, the one that was going through all that turmoil, inner turmoil, I feel like he ended off on a brighter note of having closure over whatever he went through before. And then with Al, I feel like it was definitely something that was super jarring, like very crazy for him to have experienced, even though he's experienced that plenty of times before, you know? So I feel like it's definitely it was a very intense movie, but it was very cool. And it was just like iconic. Like I loved it. Well, with Al Pacino, I thought it was iconic.
Yeah, I never seen him in that role, so I was happy. That's what sold me.
Right?
I was gonna see it anyway, but once I saw that, I was like, oh no, definitely gonna want to see this now because
Badass, right?
that was cool. I did like two other parts of it. I liked when the bishop came back, like when everything was really going down. The guy that gave him the order, and the younger priest was freaking out because as soon as I saw the bishop or whatever he was, I was like, oh, finally, like he's gonna lay the law down, and that's exactly what he did. He was like, you better get your act together right now because you're messing this up. Like I gave you the order to do this, and you're out here crying like this, and he's like, oh no, you gotta understand. So I'm glad he got his ass put right back into shape. And as soon as the only thing that was incredibly predictable, and as soon as I saw it, I just laughed immediately. When the movie opened, I just laughed because the guy opened the movie with the younger priest's brother dying. Okay. Right? So I already knew what that meant. That meant in about 30 minutes, the demon is going to be like, oh, yeah, your brother, he was a bitch. Like, she's going to be playing into that, right? Like, that's what they do in every possession movie. They start off with like...
You knew that. That's funny.
Every possession movie, they start off like, as soon as you hear, oh, my mom died, or like, my sister died. In 30 minutes, the demon is going to be like, oh, yeah, your sister? Yeah, she was whack, man. I'm glad she killed herself. I'm like... Oh, I already knew. So when she said it, I was cracking up because it opened with it. It opened it with him to, oh, my brother. I was like, oh, here we go. I already know. I was like, she's going to use that shit as evidence, bro. She's going to throw it in his face.
They always fucking... What was that other movie we watched? The one with the gay daughter? Of course they used that shit against her. Like, I knew they were going to.
Oh,
do you remember? It was the one with Tom... What's the guy's name? Ed?
What the hell did we watch so many of these?
One who was acting in a movie. Remember?
Which one?
He was acting in a movie as a
yes. It was because we watched two of them with Russell Crowe, and the first
Russell
one was
Crowe.
really good,
Yes.
and then the second one was awful. That was the worst one we've ever watched.
With the daughter.
I think that one was just called The Exorcism.
Okay,
it was like no effort in any aspect of it. They were just like, exorcism. That's what it is. That one was whack.
With the gay shit in her face, I was like, bro, like literally.
As soon as you hear trauma in a possession movie, rest assured it will be brought back up in 30 minutes. You will hear all about it, bro. And what else I liked is the nun that got her scalp ripped out. She was a good actress too, because it had me questioning whenever she walked in a room and would interact with the priest. I'd be like, does she like him? Like, I don't know. Like, it looked like she was fucking with him. Like, she really liked him. And then it came up later that they did. That they did kind of like each other. You could see it. But it was so subtle that, I don't know, like, she played it really well is what I'm saying. It was very realistic how she didn't walk in and was like, twirling her hair or some shit like that. Like, she was like super subtle with it, but I could tell, like, and I was questioning myself. I'm like, am I reading into this, or does she like this guy? Does she like the priest? Because she was the only one coming up to him and asking him advice. Like, and it was just, I think she played it really well to where I was like, I don't know if they're writing it this way, but it seems like she likes him. And I was like, I want to see if that's true. And then it did happen. So I just think everybody that acted in it, even the guy that acted like a dick, he did his job. He was annoying. So I think the acting was just above and beyond in this one.
Yeah, like it was on point.
It's got to be at least a 3.8 out of 5 for me, if not a 4. What do you think?
I feel like a 4.7.
Wow.
4.5. I would say 4.5, but I feel 4.7.
Okay. All right. Good. I think this is the first time that you rated a movie higher than me.
Okay.
Usually I'm the one like 5 out of 5. Like
Oh my God,
I don't know, maybe a 4.
Oh my God.
No, I figured you'd like this.
Yeah, it was good. It was really good. I think it's because it was very informational. It was based on a true story. Very what is it called? Like up to the standard. It was very much like what it was. You know what I mean? Yeah, basically like everything that happened in the movie was pretty much up to what happened in real life. I think the difference is that in real life it was more traumatic.
Okay.
I think that it was very I kind of feel like it was very emotionally heavy on both of the characters. Like I feel like this was a very traumatic thing, but not even for Al's character, but more for the younger priest because of the things that he had gone through and because he had gone through so much like turmoil with his life in terms of you know with his brother and all this other stuff, him having a battle with beliefs and all that it deeply affected the way that things went. But it was because spirits thought he was an easier subject for him to be messed with, basically. Like I found out that they like some demons or spirits told him they were like telling him to wait until next Friday to do everything. And then he told the priest that, or he told the guy, the one doing the exorcism, that, and then that Friday he got into like a car accident and he was okay. But that was definitely intended. You know what I'm saying? Like they were planning. It was a plan to obviously work against him.
That's wild.
And also I feel bad. Of course, I feel a lot for Emily. Like I did research in that where she went through like a lot of turmoil for, I think, how many decades? Like 4 decades, was it?
It was a long time. I don't remember like exactly.
Decades. Yeah. And they both felt like worn out after everything. I saw like they both felt like they had given up a lot of their life for that exorcism. And obviously it worked because I saw that she ended up living peacefully at the end of everything, which only confirms more that it was definitely like a demonic thing. I already know what it definitely was. I understand why people may be skeptical about that, but no, that's real. And that's exactly how it is. Once that spirit's gone, it's like it's gone and you're basically back to normal now, you know? She probably felt very free. But yeah, that's basically like what I've done research on so far.
Yeah, I was happy to see that she lived a peaceful life after that.
Yeah.
That was good. Let's try the new Wednesday cereal.
Let's do it. Oops.
This is based off of the Enid character, her best friend in season 1.
Interesting. I wouldn't know.
Of course, I knew all about that because I'm the biggest Wednesday fan. I totally didn't Google that 5 minutes before we got on the air. We ate the regular Wednesday cookies and cream chocolate one on the show like a year ago. So, do you think you're gonna like this flavor? Because I don't know. I'm not a big like confetti cake, birthday cake flavor.
I might. It's very, let's see, honestly.
Yeah, let me know what you think of that. It smells good.
It tastes like Lucky Charms, but like, yeah, it tastes like Lucky Charms.
There's no marshmallows though. That's the first thing that bothered me about it. I was like, where the hell is the marshmallows?
It smells like there would be marshmallows in here.
Here's what they look like.
I'm like eating it over here.
I don't know. I'm a little confused.
They're like really, they're not that sweet at the end.
They're not that sweet.
Like the aftertaste or whatever.
The flavor is not like OD.
I gotta have this in milk.
Yeah, and it changes the color green, I think. I don't know what fucking color. I'm colorblind. Whatever color the cereal is, I'm sure that's what'll change it. It's not like a bold flavor, really. It's pretty chill. You know what I mean? Like it's not an overpowering. I thought it was gonna be very like wow, like very sugary, very loud. But yeah, it's a very like
that.
It's a very mild flavor for me, and it's like okay, it's like fine. It's definitely
like literally like any other cereal, in my opinion.
You know what this kind of reminds me like of a knockoff cereal.
Of a knockoff, you
Yeah,
said?
like like if you buy like a knockoff cereal or a knockoff Pop-Tart where it's like kind of like it, but it's just not exactly there. You ever had something like that, like a knockoff Lucky Charm or a knockoff whatever? That's what it tastes like, a knockoff cereal of something else.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
some great value right there.
it's like 2 out of 5 or something like that. It's something I would eat if nothing is around. Like, I don't hate it, but I definitely don't like it like that. Does that make sense?
It's not that special. 2.3.
It's just blah. It's blah. It's meh, as they say.
Real.
It's mid.
It's mid.
That's what they say. It's mid.
That's what they say.
Like, I'll keep it around if I got nothing else to eat.
Yeah, I'll have some milk with it.
Like, I'm gonna keep it around because there's definitely days where I don't have anything in the house and I'm gonna break it out. And I'm like, all right, boom, I'll just get this.
Just eat it, yeah.
My mom did send me the regular Wednesday one. I did like that one.
Those
Definitely.
were good.
I definitely like that better. Got the marshmallows.
Marshmallow.
Yeah,
They were kind of small, but
yeah, they were good. They were good. I meant to ask you when we were doing the Labubu segment, what did you collect as a kid? Did you collect anything?
Cards. I can't even believe you're asking me this.
Why?
You know what? Someone sent, I'm in a group chat, and someone sent like a Pokemon card, and my sister mentioned it to me. Well, we're both in the group chat, and I saw it, and I was like, "Oh, like I've everyone in my family who knows me since I was like a kid knows that I was like absolutely obsessed with Pokemon for real, like a lot."
Wow, really?
Yeah, absolutely. And my sister mentioned it to me, and I didn't think she would because I just didn't think she like really cared about it. And then she was like, "Oh, did you see they sent a Pokemon card?" And I was like, "Yeah, why?" And she's like, "No, I just like thought of you." And I was like, "Really? Like you still thought of me with that? It's cute." And then yeah, and then just now it was in my purse and I found an old Pokemon card in there. Like what?
Wow, you found an old Pokemon card in your purse?
Yeah, in one of my purses. Isn't that crazy?
What card was it?
I knew you were gonna ask that. It was the energy ones. It wasn't like a Pokemon. It was like the
the
water,
not a creature.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How long ago did you stop collecting Pokemon cards? Do you have it in your purse still? Like, was that purse from high school or?
No, I got into it when I was like 5 years old, and I was like obsessed with them for a few years. It wasn't like very long, but if I find Pokemon cards now, like if someone gives them to me, I'll keep them. You know what I'm saying? Like I haven't let that go.
Yeah, I was just asking, like, how did that Pokemon card get in your purse if you haven't played with it so long? Like, so that somebody must have gave it to you.
That's from a few years ago.
Okay.
When I saw that, I was like, oh my God, like that's crazy. And it was just before I hopped on here.
No way.
Like literally just before.
Did you watch the show too?
Yeah.
No way. Who's your favorite Pokemon?
I love Infernape. Infernape. You know that one?
I don't think I know that. I was a Yu-Gi-Oh kid.
Yeah,
I like Yu-Gi-Oh.
I'm sure you were.
Yeah.
A lot of people, well, yeah.
No, honestly, this conversation definitely shows like our personalities and our dynamic. Like, you would be the Pokemon person and I would be the Yu-Gi-Oh person for sure.
Yeah. I feel like it's different. Like, Pokemon to me is less serious. I feel like Yu-Gi-Oh was more serious. I don't know. I feel like it was more grown. I remember I was like, screw that shit.
It's more like, like, I don't know how do you explain it? Like, not grown, but like darker or like more monstrous. You know what I mean? Like it's definitely more my temperament, and Pokemon is definitely like your temperament, like more chill, like more like cute
loving
stuff. And mine is like, monsters and demons and stuff, like sending dudes to the Shadow Realm and the graveyard. Like that's my. Where do you go in Poke World? Where do you go when you die? Do they even die?
I don't even know. I don't think they do. I don't remember. I'm very sure they don't because I did research on this like a long time ago. I used to cry because I used to say like when I die, I want to be with Pokemon.
Oh my God.
Like my mom would be like, when you die, you're not even going to remember Pokemon. I will. Of course
Thanks,
I will.
Mom. Thanks a lot, Mom. No way. So do you still have a Pokemon collection? Like, do you buy the shirts or?
The binder.
Oh, wow. From way back?
What'd you say?
From way back?
Yes, from when I used to collect it.
What's your prized card?
Oh my God, that's a good question. I have a few. What is it called? What are the rare ones called again?
Oh, I don't know.
Don't know. You don't know. Oh my God.
Shiny.
No.
Shiny. Shiny.
No.
Not
Rare.
shiny? Damn.
I know what you're saying. The shiny cards. I know what you're saying. But the Pokemons, someone's gonna know this. Like when they watch this, someone's gonna
Justin's
know.
gonna know. Let me see.
Fuck. It's like
What
the
is it's a rare
legendary. The
legendary.
legendary
Okay.
Pokemons.
Okay. Like
Yes.
Charizard or stuff?
The one like I had
I don't even know what I'm
Dialga.
talking about. I don't know why I'm saying
What?
that.
Are you talking about would you say
I
Charizard?
said
I know
Charizard, but I don't even know what I'm talking about. I don't know why I'm
no,
mad.
that one's he's not a legendary.
Okay.
I love Lucario, bro. He's good. He's the only one who can talk. Cool.
Wow, we have uncovered something we just did not know and did not expect. Electra is a Pokemon girl. That is, I think we broke ground today. I bet you nobody on your channel knows that.
I don't think so.
I
think I mentioned it once briefly. I don't
'cause
even think
I've watched a bunch of your videos and never did you mention Pokemon. If you did, it was like you didn't be like, "Oh, I love Pokemon" or blah blah blah.
Yeah.
So you got
You're
the
right.
cards? Do you got like the toys, the pops, or anything like that?
No, I only had the cards. I never wanted to get no, it used to like literally make me so sad. That's why. It's because
What?
I knew the way I got into Pokemon, because when I was 5 years old, I was like basically in love with this kid. We were quote unquote like in love with each other. I actually really liked him a lot. Keep in mind I was only 5, but like I knew how I felt. It was like the first time I actually felt like a pull to someone in my whole life. And he put me on to like everything at the time, like Guitar Hero. He's the reason I got a Nintendo DS. He's the reason I like found out about all these video games because he was the youngest and I was the oldest. So when you're the oldest, you have to discover gold and then give it to the rest. You know what I'm saying? So there was no one to give me gold. Like I didn't know anything. Though I was watching Noggin, like Noggin. You remember Noggin
Yes,
TV?
yes.
Yeah, like Lazy Town and stuff like that.
Yes.
Like I would watch things like that. So I didn't have any kind of like
Interests.
an interest in other things that could have been presented to me because my mom also wasn't from America and she was not Americanized. Do you know what I'm saying? She wasn't interested in that shit. She was still talking
Right.
about the 80s like
So
a
you
lot.
had nobody to put you on.
Yes, exactly. So he put me on and like my whole life changed in that sense that I was like obsessed with Pokemon. Wait, what was the question? Oh, so he had a toy. It was like a Pokemon. I remember for his birthday, someone gave him like a Pokemon ball that you put like a thing inside, you throw it, and then it like opens. And I loved it, but it made me like so sad because I was like, this is not real. I was like, this shit doesn't capture Pokemon. Like, there's nothing here that I can get from this. Like, this is just a toy that's plastic and it opens, and it was just like ridiculous. But that's it. But the toy was great. I thought too deeply
Yeah,
about
you were
those
thinking
things.
deep. You were thinking really like most people would
Yes.
just love it. They're like, oh, I love it. I got a Pikachu toy.
Yeah.
You're like, this shit ain't real. I don't want this.
I'm
I want
like,
the real
yeah.
thing.
I was like genuinely upset. I was like, I want to be with Pokemon. Like, how can I have one? I knew I couldn't, and it made me so sad.
Wow, who would have thought Electra's a big Pokehead? Well, I'm telling you right now, Justin's gonna love this because Justin, massive Pokemon fan,
Really?
playing Pokemon Go. He loves
yeah, I
Pokemon
did
Go. Do you play any of the games, like the video games?
Oh, I played Pearl, Silver. I played more. I don't remember. No, those were like honestly, the way I was like I would hold on to one thing for a long time. I was not the kind of person that like when a new game dropped, I would hop on it. I feel like I was very rebellious Aquarius in that way where, oh, everyone's playing it. I'm not going to play it then. But not because I was trying to be different. I just felt like I didn't feel connected because
I feel
everyone
you.
felt
I
it
feel
was
you.
definitely
I'm
like
like that.
like
I'm
some
like
sort of
that.
complex, obviously.
I'm
But
like that. Yep.
yeah, I only stuck to like 2 games and I was like fucking obsessed with them both, you know?
Yeah. One of my favorite videos on YouTube in history. I do not like Pokemon at all. Like I never liked it. Never found anything like interesting or whatever about it, right? I was always a Yu-Gi-Oh guy. That was
Okay.
it. But my favorite video, one of my favorite videos of all time is by this dude named Nick Robinson. I watch this like once a year. Don't ask me why I turned it on because I don't even like Pokemon games at all. But it's
Okay.
this video of this guy, Nick Robinson, helps this guy. They're all like they're in like their 20s already, but this guy had his DS or not even the DS. What was it? The Game Boy Advance? Is that the one that flips open? It's like the square.
You talking about the Game Boy? Yeah.
Yeah, just a regular Game Boy, right? He had his Game Boy, and I forgot what Pokemon he was playing, but he was like 8 years old, and he was playing Pokemon, and he had a Game Shark where you could put it on and then level up your. It's like a mod, you know. You could mod your game. So he modded his Blastoids out where he corrupted it. So he killed his Blastoids basically. He couldn't use it. So for years, like until he was in his 20s, he was depressed about it. He's like, I can't believe like I messed up my Blastoids and stuff. Especially because now, from what I learned in that video, you can carry your Pokemon on the cloud. So he was like, oh man, I wish I would have like not killed my Blastoids like that. Like, and to him, there's like no way you can get it back. He corrupted it. That's it. So he goes to this guy named Nick, who's done a bunch of other videos of him doing a lot of like tech stuff, whatever. And the whole video is an hour of them figuring out how to uncover his Blastoids from his game. Like they have to get this other contraption to stick it in a computer. They got to get this tech guy from Sweden to call in, and they have to go into the code of the game eventually. Like they have to go into the actual like DNA of the game to find and rebuild this dude's Blastoids. I don't know why, but I fucking love this video.
Really?
Like I've sat so many people down. I was like, you gotta see this. Like,
oh my God.
And everybody I showed is a Pokemon fan, and I like the video more than them. Like they'll kind of be like tuning out, and I'm like, no, but look at this. Like watch what they do here. Like watch this. I don't know why, dude. That's one of my favorite videos ever.
I'm gonna watch it and dissect why you love it so much.
Yeah. I please hope you watch it. Like we got to talk about it. I've been peeping the nails the whole time. Let's get a close up of the nail. Let's get a close up of the nail. Wow, those are pretty like sick, dude.
Chromey kind of.
Hell
looking.
Yeah, bro. Sitting on chrome. Those are fire, bro. Very like 2000s on that chrome.
That's so funny.
Yeah, so anything you got to say? Anything you want to plug before we get out of here?
God bless you guys. Thank y'all for tuning in. Always a blast. If y'all want to see anything from me, Electra Soul 444, like you stated at the beginning of the video, remember, it's never anything else. But I'm sure it should be cleared up by now. So Electra Soul 444, and that's basically it. And if you want any services, spiritual reading, spiritual coaching, anything from me, any advice, whatever, my website is electrasoul.co. And that's it. Not com, co, period.
I was just about to say period. So now there's two periods at the end.
Period.
Now there's definitely over because we 2 periods. That was done. Peace and love. See you next time.